Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. Are your friends making you fat? Do you lack willpower? Do you crave to be healthier, happier, have more energy, and feel more alive? Well, I'm going to share with you about 3 places, your environments, that you can change to increase your ability for success for long-term sustainable health. Stay tuned. Hey, my friend, Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, The Power of Possibility, Passion, and Purpose. And I just got done with a training, so it inspired today's topic. The training comes from, I believe he's a life coach or a health coach of some sort. His name's Jim Bunch. And he encouraged, part of the training, he encouraged me to share this with you. And he goes through 9 environments that can really have an impact on your life and especially your health. And I'm going to share with you 3 things because I think these 3 things you have absolute control over and how you can construct them to be able to make them more healthy for yourself and to have a significant impact on your health, your energy, your happiness. And I think that's what, if you're a fan of this podcast and you've been listening for a while or watching on YouTube, that's what you've been inspired to do. So the 9 different environments he goes through one about all about you, where he talks about your beliefs and your health and fitness and your disempowering behaviors and your inner game. And he talks about the body environment and the self environment, spiritual. Nature was another one. The nature one was really kind of cool because it's not only just getting out and walking in nature like the woods or a park or anything like that, but it was the air we breathe, the water, the foods, the high vibrational foods and energy stuff that we can consume to get awesome nutrients. The sunlight that we can get to nourish our skin. So certain things like that. It was really cool. He talked about the physical environment, your financial environment, your network. I'm going to talk about that with you today, and relationships. So as I'm going through and listening to some of this training, I'm like, wow, there are a lot of environments that I think when we take a step back and we look at some of these and just take kind of an inventory and saying, is this really serving me or is this zapping my energy? I think if some of you are fans of the Marie Kondo way of tidying up your life and uncluttering your life, you can appreciate that because she talks about when you're sorting things and you're getting rid of things in your environment that don't necessarily bring you joy anymore. That's very liberating, very freeing. So these are some things for immediate changes that you have immediate control over. And as I'm going to share with you a little bit here. It was very validating as I was going through this because I was like, wow, those are areas of my life that I intentionally took care of, not actually going through a training, but I just kind of over the years have really dug into to set myself up for success, and I believe they can too. Now, he starts with one, and I'm not going to dig into too deeply, but I do believe that you have the control to start with your inner game and what you're feeding your mind, that environment, what you're telling yourself. Are you letting the media control? Are you letting social media dominate and zapping your energy and your feed, that's within your mind? Or are you fueling it with uplifting books, meditation, affirmation, visualization sort of things, stuff that can really empower yourself and build on creating a strong self-belief, as opposed to limiting yourself or being filled with doubt and insecurity. So I know a lot of us deal with those sort of things and with confidence and things like that. And you got to be vigilant on it because there's enough stuff out there around in our different environments that really have a negative impact. And somehow the brain always wants to just feed off that negativity. And so we've got to be vigilant on that. I just told you I wouldn't dig into that, but here I am. I'm on a little soapbox about it, but that's big. So I'm going to talk about body, physical, and social. So the deal here is, in his words, is: are you doing life by default, or by design. And I really like that because a lot of us do things by default and we just, this is the way it is. And we just, we're just victims and this is the way things, and we just kind of get on this little hamster wheel of habits and things like that. But when we go through these different environments, I'm going to challenge you to do this. You can really design it and tailor it to be your own. It's kind of like if you bought a brand new house and you get to go out and buy whatever furniture you want in there from scratch. How are you going to design it? How are you going to customize it to make the most to where it just feels good? Your life is just uplifting and it's healthy and you're thriving. When you can properly craft your environment, you have control instead of having to rely on willpower. I'm going to repeat that again because I thought it was really powerful because a lot of us rely on willpower. But when you can properly craft your environment, you have the control instead of relying on willpower. Upgrading your environments for ultimate health. The body. Okay, and you, many of these things you're going to relate to. Some of these things you may feel a little guilty about, and you want to cling to. I'm referring back to the Marie Kondo stuff. There's always that stuff. I paid for it. Oh, I can't give that away because somebody gave it to me. The same thing for these things I'm going to tell you about. You're going to have some attachments to. You're going to have some guilt about it. But you need to ask yourself the question: Is this